It's the NFL on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Giants and the Steelers, just ahead on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the cadence.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might not take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving. And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I wonder if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 38.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. 5 yards yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jones. This one to Slayton over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And that's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On again, this is Nichols. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down, Nichols. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Now it's Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now Wilson sliding up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kirby Joseph in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Wilson now off the bootleg. Steps away to his left. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
So what do you do if you've got a defense in cover 3 trying to keep everything in front of them? The answer seems obvious. Just work those routes in front of them. This is going to be a hitch route, but he's operating in plenty of space, and he makes the catch here for a 1st down.
Back to the same target, Campbell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down. Actually to 26 officially, so 1 there. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But for this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Johnson jostles free, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They go play action with Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up. Jackson. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Wilson steps away. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson rolling to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Jones throwing on 1st down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. They find some open field here. And he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. to throw. Jones. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll let it fly for Austin. This is caught inside the 15. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And this a 5-point game as they've gone to the half. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. The Dolphins trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far. In a game where one field goal was all these offenses could muster in the first 2 quarters, you figure both coaching staffs were needing to make plenty of adjustments. And for the call of the second half, to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Deontay Banks with it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
The Steelers' 6-yard line. Up we go. Up we go.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Jones. Just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Off play action. Jones. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding, because that one was well over everyone's head.
Barkley. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Barkley again. And he's going to pull his way into the end zone for the Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. On the delay, here's Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Holding offense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Jackson. Well, nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ballgame, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins 1st and 10. Now Jones. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. On the move past the 40. How what a juke into space. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, look at the juke. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Jones now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Jones over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On the carry, it's Nichols.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he is caught and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Wilson on 1st down. On the move to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Rolling to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And New York set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Peterson. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And they'll run with Nichols.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll buy some time right.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. Steps away. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
And now out come the Giants.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now it's Peterson. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Russell Wilson in the offense, down by a field goal, 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right. That's caught by Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Out to his left. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's first and goal. Harris running straight ahead. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game.
21, Giants 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now all eyes shift to the Giants, trailing by 4, 46 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. To Barkley on the check down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Jones. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will get the conversion on fourth down to stay alive, but time not an ally. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
To throw is Jones. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you. I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Half 18, half 18. Up, go.
Jones. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are?